All right. Do you have a guest? No guest.
You
I think you're the guest, right?
Puss in Boots. I love you so much. No roulette this time?
Back to the OG.
Oh, man. Throwback. Welcome to Still Doing Happy Hour.
Welcome to the Still Dripping Happy Hour. This is your host, Mason, and on the move tonight, we got a Sala.
You know what it is.
And we got a special guest, LP, back in the building.
I don't know what I'm doing here or what I'm doing with my life, but we're here.
Back in this beep.
I think, if I recall, I think you've gotten 2 pair of shoes more recently than anybody else on the podcast combined. So welcome back to the
in
shoe
the
game.
saddle, baby.
What did you get again? Tell the fans what you
got the Jackie Robinson joints, the Dunk Lows that came out during All-Star weekend. Incredible detail, great quality. Going for about 400 right now.
Well,
I might hold on to them.
150?
I feel like, yeah, I think so.
Oh,
The coolest, my favorite detail are the laces. They are white and with blue stitching, like the seams of a baseball.
Oh, that's dope.
That's dope.
The detail is really nice on those.
What was the second pair?
Who? I don't remember.
I don't remember. Some New Balances? Haven't you copped some New Balances since you were on the podcast last time?
Got some New Balances.
What did you get?
New Balance. I feel like they might be winning the year right now. They've had some legit collabs, and this one.
That Mason?
You've been out of the game too long.
Oh, wow. Hey, last year was Bach Boys. Last year Reebok took the scene by storm, and now New Balance is. I mean, where's Nike?
With that Power Rangers collab?
What's Nike doing? Where you at? All they got is Dunks.
I think all you got to do to beat New Balance and Reebok is not have Hot Wheels or Nike. Actually, that's wrong. Did you guys see that Nike does have a Hot Wheels car? I mean, a Hot Wheels shoe.
And it's
Paul George.
Yeah, nice.
So maybe you're right.
And then
it's wide open for
Dan,
sneaker brand of the year.
I feel like I haven't heard from Dan in a week. I hope he's okay. Number one. Number two is he hit the toddler Travis Scott's. So at least one of the 4 of us hit on a pair of Travis's. I'm sure he's going to sell them, right? There's no way he's keeping his toddler size.
Right. I would think.
All right. So since we're talking about New Balance, I finally got some 550s. I don't know. I think I sent it to our group. I haven't said it on the podcast. I took them to the Nashville man and gave him some parameters of what I'm looking for, and we'll see what he comes back with. And let's do an unboxing.
Dude, he's blowing up.
Bro, he is killing it.
Modeling for Rooted, selling his merch. Speaking of merch,
bro, it's happening. I mean,
on the way.
The gears are turning. You just haven't been here,
and those gears have been turning for a decade.
That's because we talked about this a couple weeks ago. Maybe you weren't here. Shocker.
Surprise.
We all thought this was gonna. I'm sorry. I thought this was gonna fail, and so I was cautiously pushing.
Is that how you went into your marriage? Is that the level of commitment you went into your marriage with? Wow.
Nope. It's not how I did it.
Nope.
But either way, it was that was it. It was, I think, hindsight. I would say I was like, this is gonna flame out. This isn't gonna go anywhere. Everybody's gonna get burned out, and it hasn't been the case. And when we went to the Music City Vintage thing, I just really felt stupid that we didn't have merch, and so it's happening. Like, we need to do a poll. A poll will be had this week because I'm getting the. I think I get the draft of the thing back. I'll tease it.
Sweet.
Then we'll do a which would you rather have? The idea that I paid for or the lame idea?
Okay, let's do it. Well, we kind of got into the pod already, but
Oh yeah.
if you're
Sorry.
listening to this, please go follow us on Instagram and Twitter at StillDrippingTN. Hit us with a review and rate us 5 stars on Apple. You can review on Spotify, but I don't think you can leave, or you can rate on Spotify. You cannot leave a review. So please rate 5
Sucks.
stars. And we are, this last month, we've been killing it. We're up to, I think we went from like 39. At the end of May, we had 39 to 40 listens per episode. We're up above 44.
Who is listening to this? Who are the
so,
44?
I still don't understand because I every time I get on this podcast, which is once every 3 months, I say, listen, if you're listening to this, get on Instagram and
Tell
just
us.
send us a DM at StillDrippingTN and just say, hey, I heard you challenged me to message you. Maybe our listeners don't have social media. Maybe it's a bunch of
Yeah.
Amish people.
Maybe it's a bunch of Landrys.
That's true.
Speaking of, he's just fallen totally off the internship.
Well,
Yeah,
he's been
well,
busy at work.
it's a
We
new
work
summer.
together now.
We've been busy at work.
Well,
He
hey,
works with you now?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I see him every day. He's the real OG. I love Landry. Speaking of, remember that episode that we recorded and then trashed
Yep.
with Bodie?
Yeah.
That's when a little bit of me died inside. I was like, come on now. But it was not a great episode.
That was a bad one.
That's a good one to keep on hold if like something comes up and we're not able to record an episode.
That's a good point.
We will always record. At this point, Mason and I are going down with the ship.
Yeah, speaking of, we got to figure out next week, but we'll figure
I'm
it
here.
out when it comes.
What do you mean
you're
next
not.
week?
You're at JH, right?
No, week after next.
Oh, okay. Well, that's when we got to figure it out.
Why?
I mean, or I can go solo.
I don't know. Let's
Dude.
just do 2 episodes next week.
I can go
All right.
solo. I'll hold this thing down. I'm the only one committed at this point. So
Right.
Oh my
That's all
gosh.
we've got.
I feel like there's one more other question I was going to ask Landon since he's here.
you only got me for an hour. I'll see you next year.
Oh, how's it going selling all your stuff? Like, what do you have left?
Oh
have
my! The last 10%. I think this is just in business. The last 10% is so hard.
Your first million's the hardest.
Like I sold that huge bulk lot to Jenny. She did me well. I was so happy. I felt like I had momentum going.
She did me well too, bro. I got 700. How much money did I get from her, Mason?
750 or something.
On all
750.
on all vintage stuff.
Bro,
Dang.
I racked up. I'm sorry. Keep going.
So I got rid of all my heaters. I got nothing left as far as like hype stuff. Sold it all. But now I've got this bottom barrel stuff that like I bought thinking like, oh, return policy at Nike. I can take it back. But I've sat on it for so long, I can't get my money back. Maybe I can get store credit. A lot of this stuff is sitting at retail, definitely under retail after fees if I sell on eBay or StockX. And eBay's just been a desert. Like I'm getting 1 to 2 views on shoes that are pretty decent. I don't know, man. I've got about 12 pairs left that I've been trying to offer up to people like shops around town and say, hey, I'll give you a bulk discount. Just buy these shoes. And nobody's responding.
What do you got? Plug it. The sizes. Are they all your size? 10, 10 and a half?
No, they're all random sizes at this point. Jordan 1 Volt highs, 9.5. I got some all white dunk highs, which are pretty dope. The pure platinums. But again, sitting at retail,
Size?
10.5.
You got any 12s?
Don't have any 12s. I got the Air Bacons, Air Max 90s. Those just completely flop.
Yeah. Remember when we told you that was going to happen? Are they 12s?
No. I got an 11. You can squeeze into 11.
Don't say Air Bacon. That's a different shoe, right?
No. It's the ones we had a whole episode of it called Bacon. Remember that?
I know, but those are the Air Max 90s Bacon.
That's what he's talking about, right?
I know. Isn't there a shoe called the Air Bacon?
Oh yeah, BAKIN. That's the
Right.
it's a Tim
That's the
Hardaway
original.
shoe.
Oh,
Yeah, Tim Hardaway. Yeah.
so I don't know. I'm sitting on probably
Lead with the people. Give us your best sales pitch
Just
about your
buy my
kitchen.
stuff. Sign the
So
contract.
why? Give us your why.
Put a
What is
down
your why?
payment. What is my why?
Yeah.
I just want to be done with these shoes, man. They're just sitting here.
And I've always told you, money now is better than money later.
I
Sell those Jackie
100%
Robinsons.
agree on that.
Sell the Jackie Robinsons. Don't sit on them.
Yeah, agreed.
Money
Sell
now
my
is better than money later.
100%.
I
Mason
told myself that, but then I look back at my past sales on StockX, looking at the not for resale Jordans that I sold at 50% of what they're going for now.
Yeah, but you took that 50% and you flipped it a couple times, and now it's worth
he did this
more than-
crap to me last week, Mason. Landon. There's 3 or 4 pairs that I've lost $1,000 each. Travis
You
Scott
didn't
low ones.
lose the
Yes, I did.
1,000. No,
Well,
you
I
didn't.
made a poor decision because I sold too early. That's it. He's doing the
2
same
years
crap.
ago.
Who cares? 2 years
You've
ago.
Some of
taken
these
that
shoes I've set on for 2
$800.
years.
I wasn't doing anything. It's like I was working hard with them sitting in my closet.
Money now is better than money later.
Hey, I got to go off for a minute on Facebook Marketplace. If you're someone that
I'm so
buys
glad you're here
on
tonight.
Facebook Marketplace, you can get the heck out. The amount of people that ghost me after, hey, are these still available? Or, yeah, I can meet this weekend. Or like this one guy was just this sob story, like lowballed me on a pair of Air Maxes, and he's like, sorry, man, I don't know much about shoes. Like, I just saw like he's into shoes and I'm trying to help him out. I'm like, just take your sob story and go to the Nike outlet and stop wasting my time. There's just
And that's when
there's this
you
level. Oh,
that's when you get the
got this-
message from them that says, "Oh yeah, and I'll send a certified check," and you just mail them to this address. It's
no ways.
true.
No- if I ever met these people in person, I'd pray. I don't know what I would do to them. It's so frustrating. I got this one guy that every weekend he's out in Mount Juliet. He's like, I think I can make the drive this weekend. I think I can make the drive. And then he just ghosts me.
That's
and I don't
not
know
that
why.
far.
It's not that far, but I'm giving him such a good deal on these pairs of shoes. I was like, I'm not spending the gas. You got to come to me.
Right.
That's another thing. They all want to, let's meet in the middle. Get the out of here. Come meet me and you can have your shoes at a decent price. I'm not coming to you. This is not how this works. But at the end of the day, I'm the loser because I'm sitting on 15 pairs of shoes that aren't doing me anything. So I'm done with shoes. I'm about to just,
If you had,
I think I'm just going
E12s,
to give
I'd
these
buy 'em.
shoes away. I think I'm going to give them away. I think we need to do some kind of giveaway since we're not going to have merch.
Really?
And
we're having merch.
I got a
This is
few
what I'm
pair
gonna
to
do.
give away.
if you're a listener, message us your size. And if it links up with the size of any of these shoes that I have, you get a free pair. Dead
And some
stock.
stickers because I'm getting some stickers
Ooh.
printed this week too.
I got
Mason,
Jordan
right?
1s. I got Air Maxes. I got Yeezys. I got a pair of Sean Witherspoon toddlers, Air Max 97 1s, just sitting.
What size?
8 toddler,
8Y, 8C, 8C.
8C.
Might have
And-
to. I might have to do that.
And it fit your whole nutsack in it.
Okay.
Just one
Hey,
ball each.
The Nike ones are the good ones, man. All right, I'll message
wait,
you
I had
about
a-
those. Landon.
I had a follow-up question, or maybe it's a comment. Mason, how have you been doing on eBay and all that in the last 4 or 5 weeks?
Bad.
Me too. Okay, so Landon,
Terrible.
listen.
Like nothing sold.
I think this is a public service announcement. Is
Are
that
we going into recession?
not a recession, but I'll skip and I'll do my loser of the week as the economy, and I would say it's probably, let's just be real, it's the government's fault, and I'll just say government just because
Biden's economy.
because that's where we're at. So I was going to use this, and I'll use this as an example. So I take groups of teenagers oftentimes to Alabama, and I do this very regularly, like
Sound
once
really
a month.
creepy.
It's just the chillest. We have a farm. It doesn't matter. Here's what I'm saying. I wrote this down because I don't want to forget. 2 years ago, I could feed 15 people for a whole weekend for $200. I go into Walmart and buy all the stuff. I did it last weekend. It was $360. So not shout out, and loser of the week is the economy, but I'm just going to say the loser of the week is the government, because those people don't know what the crap they're doing. They're screwing everybody.
Maybe they're
Including
on
our
Facebook
eBays.
Marketplace.
Yeah. because nobody's got any money, right?
Yep.
Everything's so expensive, and you're paying.
Well, we gave it all away for $2,000 at a time, man.
We gave it all away to China.
Gosh.
Oh, well, I think now is the perfect time to go inside the box and talk about some sneaker news. Let me run down what's coming out this week on Nike. You guys can throw in anything else that's not Nike. We got some dunks coming. We had some dunks come out
Shocker.
today. Really nice. Yeah.
Oh,
Same
yeah,
old,
it's the
same old.
Phillies that we talked about last week.
Yep. We got 2 pair of 95s. They're trash. Don't go for those. We got a
Mhm.
pair of Jordan 8 women's. They're like a taxi yellow. They're okay. I mean,
They're
kinda
not.
like
He's
a
being
lightning,
nice. You would not wear them. Don't
but
give
they're not
people
like
false hope.
they're not hideous. It's a
But
plain
they're
black shoe with
8s.
yellow on it.
If you're gonna rock an 8, it should be an OG colorway for sure, and that
I
you would
agree.
not wear any of these.
I agree, but there is a lot worse shoes and there's a lot worse 8s out there than these. If I'm being honest.
Do you wear a lot of yellow? Didn't think so.
Personally,
All right, let's
don't.
move on.
Air Jordan 3 Desert Elephant.
Yep. I'm
It's
torn
like-
on this.
I can't decide either.
I'm torn because the brown and the black clash just generally in my brain because I'm an old man. You don't do brown and black, but I love 3s, and that's the trump card here that I'm not gonna buy them. I have
the trump card. Tell me about the trump card.
To be honest,
Shut up.
I think there needs to be more brown. This is just a
Probably.
cement
That's a
colorway
really
with a
good way
little
of
bit of
saying it.
brown.
Mm-hmm.
Like put brown on the tongue or
But I would love a poll
something.
for like all
I
the
don't know.
other old people out there that agree that you just don't typically do black and brown. It's just it's not kosher. But I think it's because
No.
I'm old school. Or
Maybe.
anyway,
We got some vegan for all the vegans out there who listen to this podcast. Some AJKO
Shout out to
ones, the Syracuse
they're terrible.
AJKO one. Hey, they're all vegan if that's your thing. And then some Air Jordan 5. Is that the Concord colorway? Looks like. Yep.
Mhm.
Coming out. Those are coming out the 5th and the 6th.
What do you think about what do
that's
you
pretty much
think
it.
about the Jason Tatum 37? What's your opinion?
I think we already talked. Oh, yeah. We didn't talk about this
Nope.
last week because we got off topic on some Shaq shoes.
Which was
Hey.
great.
Jason Tatum gets his own colorway, and this shoe still sucks.
Yep. Go
There's no
heels.
other way to put it. Well, I had one. I know this is rare for me to put on the thing. We're jumping out what comes out soon to just news. What do you guys think about the Supreme quilted Nike blazer?
Lyndon, do you have a take?
I don't. I'm over Supreme. I don't. I've been out of the game for too long.
I was mostly out of Supreme until I went into Red Rose. Free shout out. And they've got good Supreme. You should go in there and look for good Supreme. They've got, you've been in there, of course. I don't like these. I do have a pair of Supreme Nike Blazers low right behind me. I wear them on the regular. I can show you a picture of them, or I can get them out of my closet right behind me. Mason, you're looking confused.
No, I don't. I just
No?
don't remember you having those. I didn't know that.
1 second.
I wasn't questioning you. All right, we'll pause for station identification while Hayes gets these.
This was also a COVID purchase when I was going crazy with the Gucci's and the Chicago ones, which I wore today. But I got these guys. It's a low.
I
It's all
definitely
brown.
don't remember you getting these.
And apparently they were made in Fort Worth, Dallas, Fort Worth, FTW.
Oh, those are pretty dope.
That's not what that stands for.
That's not what that stands for. I always tell people that it's from Fort Worth. I didn't know it
Yeah.
said that on the back until I bought them and got them, but it says FTW,
Was it-
and that is not Fort Worth.
Well, yeah, I know that, but the shoe itself, was that a green swoosh or was it brown?
Brown.
Brown.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
okay.
like that internet meme. They're all brown. It's like a tan. That's why I pull them off. But
Those look really clean. I
They
like
look really
those.
dope. So I'll wear these, but those I don't like.
I like the for the win touch. That's what that means, right?
For the
Yeah.
win.
For the win. For the win.
That's what I tell people, especially at a Christian company that I work for. For the win. Fort Worth.
For the win.
Suprema's made in Fort Worth, Texas.
I thought it was made in like McMinnville, Tennessee, right?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah. Anyways, moving on.
Forgive the Winchester.
Give the
That's what it is.
very anti-gun. At
Very
Supreme.
anti-gun. Very anti-gun in Winchester, Tennessee. Very much.
All right. I've seen different renderings. I don't know if either of them are official yet. Ama Meniere 12s and Ama Meniere 4s. Both rumored to be releasing this year. Have you guys seen either of these?
I haven't. I think they both look crap.
Yeah.
The
The
not
4s
feeling
look
it.
very weird. And I will say, whoever has done the renderings of these is usually wrong on their first try. So maybe that's all we have to hope for. But the 4s the most recent rendering that I saw looked exactly like those Canyon purples.
Yep.
Without the green. I mean,
I feel like we would get a like mostly cream model, right? If it's
right.
matching up
I think
with
that's
with the maroon accents here and there, probably.
Which would be cool on a 4, a cream
Yeah.
4, but it feels like that's been done. The 12 would kind of be cool if you could get it in all cream. I think the one I saw though was black with the
Yeah, that's the same one I saw. It's trash. It's not good looking.
black with what's the color they use?
Maroonish.
Like a
right?
maroon.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a wine color.
When do we start talking about New Balance?
When do we?
Yeah.
Let me see.
When
through my
Mason gets
list.
another pair. I already got a pair.
I don't
I'm
have
good.
any. I don't have any on here.
I'm good. Hey,
Nike is so played out right now. Everything that y'all are talking about right now, it's so played out.
I feel like most things are played out right now.
I don't feel like there's any good shoes coming out.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Like I don't even like. I guess the Jackies had cool detail, but you would never wear them.
No,
I feel like
they're honestly garbage. They like it looks like something I would have worn in like middle school.
Right. Yeah, but the detail is really cool because it's something that Nike doesn't do a lot.
Yeah. Right now, I feel like the wave is more about clothes, less than shoes right this moment in time.
I agree with that.
And that's fine. But I wish they just put out better shoes because there's a lot of crap, like lots of crap. Not feeling a lot of it, most of it.
Ooh, can we talk about that Yeezygap Balenciaga collab?
Go ahead.
Fire. They did pop-up shops over the weekend.
Did you cop some?
First one was in New York, and they released the location like the day of. You walk in, it's just this like hole in the wall, just open concept retail space. Like it wasn't that big. It just drop ship. Like literally like these, the IKEA bags, the IKEA like fabric bags. It was like massive ones of those, just full of clothes. So there weren't any shelves, nothing was on racks. It kind of looked like the third world Goodwill. Like everything.
I saw that too.
Buckets. It was incredible. And then they did pop-ups in LA, I think in Miami for what is big drama went down in Miami over the weekend with Kid Cudi and Kanye. Did y'all hear about that?
Yep.
Lil Durk.
They've
right?
always had beef like since that album came out.
Yeah, but see, Kanye was supposed to be the headliner for what's
Coachella.
Not Coachella.
Rolling Loud.
And he dropped out. And then they replaced him with Cudi, which was a huge slight at Kanye. And then Cudi goes on stage, and all the Kanye stands that had like bought tickets and expected Kanye booed him off stage. He legit walked off stage.
Well, wait a second. They were throwing things at him.
They were throwing stuff at him.
Yeah. It was less the booze, more of the throwing of items that hit him in the face.
But he like addressed the crowd. He's like, "Hey, I'm here. It's all love. But if y'all keep this up, I'm leaving." He dips. then
Wait a second. He says, if you throw one more thing on this stage, I'm leaving. And literally the next second, it was like, do you remember that? You remember Jim Rome when he was with
yeah,
Jim Everett? And he was like, call me Chris one more time and see what happens. Mason, do you know this?
I don't.
Oh my
I
goodness,
don't
you
know
don't
if I
know
know
this? Oh, wait a second. I gotta tell the story. It's great. You need to YouTube Jim Rome, Jim Everett. And Jim Rome is interviewing Jim Everett, who's the quarterback for the Los Angeles Rams at the time. And he's been calling him Chris Everett for years. Chris Everett is a female tennis player. And so it's like slapping him in the face. Like it's intentional. It's totally like he's just sliding him. And Jim Rome comes on. He's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Jim Everett sitting across from him and say, hey, I've heard you calling me Chris Everett for years. Like, I bet you're not going to call me Chris Everett to my face. And he says, we'll see. We got 3 segments of this show. We'll see how it goes, Chris. And Jim Everett gets close to the screen. He goes, you call me Chris one more time, and we're going to turn this camera off and we're going to have words or something like that. And he goes, I bet, he says, I bet you won't. And Jim Rome sits back and says, I bet you I will, Chris. And Jim Everett throws the table over and starts to beat the crap. And they have to cut to commercial break and like go YouTube it. It's awesome.
I will definitely put that on my next to watch list.
Go do it right now. It's so good.
That is incredible.
But it's the ballsiest, like, oh, you won't call me this one more time. He says, I bet you I will, Chris. I'm sorry, keep going.
Oh,
so
my
so
goodness.
Cuddy goes off stage. Lil Durk comes on after Cuddy to finish up the night, and Lil Durk brings out Kanye as a surprise. Crowd goes wild, and they perform one of the tracks that's got Cuddy on it.
Man, it's just like that's the most disrespect. I don't even know what to compare that to.
Just absolute
trolling.
Yeah. Father stretched my hands. That's what we played.
Which Dirk's not even on that, right?
No.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, that's not even remotely a Dirk song.
No. But then the crowd went crazy. I mean, that's one of his bangers. Everybody knows that. It was great. I love it. Kanye till I die.
See, you missed being on here with Brian from Free Agency because he is as equally a big Kanye guy. And I was like, God, I wish Landon was here so we could talk. You missed out.
I'm watching this clip of Jim Rome.
I was like, you froze. Mason, please go watch that when we get off here.
All
You're
right.
going to love it.
I will 100%.
I got one more in the box, and we can move on. Maybe two.
All right, hit us.
So there's been a bunch of other Yeezy Wave Runner model. I can't remember what that model is called. Landon, what's the model of the Wave Runner?
350? No,
is that what it is? No,
700, right?
700.
There's been a bunch of colorways of that. I really kind of like this high res blue. It looks like a Smurf died, and then like you buried him and you smashed him into the ground and then rubbed it all over your shoe. But I really kind of like it. It's different and pretty dope. I'm gonna be a late adopter. It's not something like I'll get on the drop, but I really like those. Have you seen what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it does not look like a Yeezy to me.
Really?
The colorway. It just looks very. I feel like
it looks like a Smurf that died.
Yes, I agree. You're pretty spot on. I just think the beauty of Yeezy is earth tones or muted colorways. These are bright and multiple shades of blue and a little bit of purple, maybe.
Looks like a Smurf that got beat up.
Do you like it, Landon?
It's very.
I don't know
true.
what y'all are even talking about.
I
just called a Wave Runner a 350. I better get called out for that.
Okay, so in June they had the high res red, which is It's
Garbage.
very red, obviously. I don't know, man. Something about
So
these is drawing
what's
me
the
to
name
them.
of this one?
It's called
High-res
Yeezy
blue.
High Res Blue. And it really does look like I'm glad you agree with my description.
Yeah,
Mason.
I mean that's exactly what it looks like. I just think it looks like a kid's shoe, to be
Man, I
honest.
just really like it. I don't know what's drawing me
The
into
red,
it.
it looks.
Oh,
The
it looks
red
like
looks
It
okay.
looks like Optimus Prime. It looks like a Transformer.
Okay.
I could see that.
I barely. It's the red that's making you think of that. That little splash of red
Yeah.
makes you think of I got it.
Yeah.
I
That's
don't
dope.
know. What I like about them is you're probably not going to run into many people that have them, especially versus a wave runner, which I love. I've never had any wave runners, but I love them.
Yeah.
And you're probably not going to bump into people that have this shoe. And I don't know. I like them.
I think
many
I like
people do you
the
bump
high res
into?
red for better.
Lots of people. Say that again. You like the
I
red
think-
better?
I think I like the red better.
Interesting.
Which is
I'm not
weird
a fan of the
because
red.
I like
Yeah, I don't like the red.
I
either.
like that color blue a lot more. It's just on that shoe, I don't think it looks great. I like the teal hit of the red. But
I don't know. I'm a fan. The other thing is, since our last podcast, Mason, I did a little bit more research on this mid that's about to come out. It's got the paint that comes off like
Mhm.
the New York to LA.
Yeah.
And man, the mock-ups, the official pics are pretty dope, man. I mean, I don't own a pair of mids. That would be a mid I would own.
Don't do it.
You see him?
I've seen them, yeah. Don't do it though.
Landon, I know you're out of it, but I mean, do you know what I'm talking about?
What?
You know the Jordan OGs that change colors basically from LA to Chicago or
LA,
Chicago.
Chicago. Yeah,
Okay, so they're doing a
I had those.
mid. You did,
Of
okay.
course they are.
They're doing a mid that goes from like black and white to red and white, and they look good. I mean, I kind of like it. There's
See, I
also a
think he's just-
low. Wait a second. There's a low coming out too that's not as good. The mid is good. The low is not good.
they're riding these simple colors. Like the Panda Dunk is like the most sold
Restocked in
dunk of the
18.
year.
Yeah.
Everyone has those. You see them everywhere. And it's the most simple, boring shoe.
Yeah. I agree. We want retros, not restocks. Give us more retros.
That could be on a t-shirt.
Retro. Speaking of retros, this is my last shoe that I had from 2004, Air Max 1, the crepe colorway.
Yes.
Oh man, this is a beautiful shoe. It is
Hold up.
brown, like around the toe box.
I mean,
and
I
that
already love
bottom,
it, but go ahead.
piece, and then you've got some, I guess, kind of like an oatmeal going up to the laces and then the swoosh, which is like a teal Tiffany blue,
Woo-hoo!
sitting on top of the oatmeal.
So good.
And everything else
good.
is like an off-white. And I guess the air bubble is that Tiffany blue color as well.
Are they retroing those?
Yeah, they're returning in 2022, sometime in 2022.
Let's go.
Man, I'm
This is
missing.
one of
I can't find them. Where are they?
It's a crepe colorway. It's on the dock.
Is
If
it?
you look it up.
Forget the dot.
It's
Where is
got
it
a
on?
gum. It's got a gum sole, right?
Yeah,
Oh, man,
it's
hold up.
It might be a little darker than gum, but essentially, yeah, it's a gum sole.
That's a clean color.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. You might want to timestamp this one. I'm gonna give you write it down. What's the time here?
I don't know. We don't have a timer.
By your description, oh my gosh, I see it. By your description, I will have to say, getting a tad bit of a boner.
Not bleeping that out. That was not as vulgar as you let up.
I mean, the description when I didn't even see a picture I was like, oh man, oh.
I know.
Now that
These
I'm
are
seeing them,
must have.
I mean, it's a little bit. I mean,
it's not.
I moved I am
It's-
moved. I will say
It's
that.
not a Tiffany blue swoosh now that I'm looking at different pictures, but it's a little lighter.
It's like an ocean.
Yeah, it's like an ocean. That's a good color for it.
Seafoam.
A seafoam.
They are absolute fire. When do they come out?
Sometime in 2022.
Oh,
That's all we've
man.
got so far.
Good grief.
But we've
That's
got a lot of
immediate
shoes
cop.
that Nike has said is coming out in 2022, and we have yet to see any of the good ones. I've got 90s that I'm looking for. I've got ones. I've got threes. I mean, come on. Let's get these going.
Agreed.
Tired of supply chain being the excuse for everything.
China.
Make your shoes somewhere else then.
Make them in Wyoming. That's what Kanye
Freaking
does.
make them in New Hampshire like you used to, Nike.
That was New Hampshire?
They had a lab in New Hampshire, but that's not where they made shoes. They made like prototypes. That's what you get if you read. If you're a nerd and you like to read about Nike, that's what you learn. Anyways. All right. Let's see. Hayes, I think you've got an outside the box for us this week about some collectors convention.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to spend much time on it because you're going to make fun of me and my kids keep making fun of me. So I'm just going to say it's the National Sports Collectors Convention in Atlantic City.
What a
It's a big deal.
loser.
What is happening right now? We just added a member.
Oh,
Oh,
this is the first foursome we've had
Daniel.
in a long time.
I can't stay on for long, and I know I'm so sorry.
Who cares?
We just are glad you're alive.
Ditto to me.
Are you good?
Being alive. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Well, while we're on, I'm gonna we'll come back to Hayes.
I don't need to come back. Let's just all
Okay.
just have
Well,
a big
hold
old
on.
hug.
I got a question because I know these two below us. In my screen, they're below me and
Yeah,
you.
me too. That makes
Um,
sense.
Yeah, that's the correct totem pole for the
Shrek,
podcast.
Donkey, Fiona, Puss in Boots.
Dan, just save yourself. Jump off.
No, I got
nothing
I got a
good
question.
here.
All right. So both of you have to decide on your own for this. You have two options. You've got two people lining up to sponsor you. You can either get $1 million and you have to wear Crocs for a year. You get
No.
$1 million.
Absolutely not.
Or you have to wear Shaq shoes 5 days a week. And
No
you
brainer.
wear whatever you want on the weekends, but you only get $500,000 for that.
No brainer.
What are
Shaq.
you going with? What Shaq shoe? You got to look up some Shaq shoes first.
Oh
The-
yeah,
the whi- the- the
you
white-
should
the
do a little
white-
research.
The white navy joints. The all white leather with the navy Shaq.
Yeah, that's
what-
not a
what
thing. You
Jordan-
should go look.
What Jordan model is it?
Dan just hangs his head.
It's like 2.5. The Jordan 2.5.
Yeah, you don't have a clue what you're talking. We did all this last week, and we did
We
an
were
in-depth
deep
study.
into Shaq Jordans last week.
There's so many great models out there.
Crocs for a year might be the simplest thing the simplest decision I've ever had to make in my life.
Wow,
That's easy.
Okay,
That is unpopular.
you take that.
according to our podcast.
I wore Crocs to Kroger today, and then I wore I did that. Yeah. And then
That's-
yesterday I wore Crocs. I wear Crocs to get the mail.
Golly.
I mean,
Inside the
Get
house
the
is fine,
mail.
but when you go
Yeah.
outside the house, do you wear socks with your Crocs?
oh yes, definitely.
Oh my
Well, that's-
gosh.
That's way better, at least. Because let me.
How is that better?
It prevents
No,
the
but-
stinking. It prevents the smell.
Yes, let me tell you about this. This was my loser of the week. Spoiler alert. So we went to this place. We were gonna go this weekend. We went to St. Louis, and then we went to see some of Haley's family in Illinois, Southern Illinois.
Can't hide money, am I right? Sheesh.
Yeah, St. Louis, man, big spenders. Anyways, we're going.
The
We're
west
going to
side
the-
of St. Louis is dope. The east side is hood.
Yeah. So we're going to St. Louis. We're going to go to the zoo, but it's 95 degrees at 1:00 when we get there. So we're like, all right, let's go to this children's museum that we looked up. Really, really dope place. Elliot had a lot of fun, but I kid you not, half the kids there had Crocs on, and that place smelled like a stinky feet locker room.
Mm.
Good goodness gracious, don't let your kids out of the freaking house with Crocs on. It is not sanitary. It is not cool. Just put shoes on. Or, I mean, I will applaud Dan for socks, at least with his Crocs.
Okay.
Because at least you're not stinking, but you just shouldn't go out of the house with Crocs on.
Hey,
Can't believe
also,
what I'm
also
being part of right now.
in my defense as well, Abigail has Crocs and I have Crocs, and I wash her Crocs about once a month or so. Like I'll get
Not
out
enough.
soap
Not enough
and,
at all.
and wash them.
You thought
she is
this was
too.
going to be a good idea, and that's not enough.
No, she is too. So I don't know that she's
okay.
requiring like
Okay.
that much. If she was like a 13-year-old, it should be like daily. And on my end, it's always socks. I never wear Crocs without socks.
Okay. That's
Do you wait?
a 0.5%?
I have
more
two
expensive.
follow-up questions. Number one is, Dan, how many wristbands do you have? Do you have like a Live Strong and a Jesus, like what would Jesus do band? You only have a watch. Okay, most of the people
for our troops, like camo one.
yeah, most of the people I know that wear Crocs on,
Back the
as much
blue.
as you do have 1,000 back. Got me. You got me. Most of the people I that wear Crocs. Most of the people I know that you idiot. Oh man. Oh, most of the people I know that wear Crocs have about 20 wristbands that go down to their forearm. Do you also have the earring things?
Mm-hmm.
You know, the
Yep.
earring things that you put in the eyelets. Oh, okay. But my real question was, oh my gosh, Landon, you got me. That was good. Do you wear Adidas socks? What's the protocol? Are you allowed to wear Nike socks with Crocs? Are they Nike Elites? Do they, do they even have Croc socks?
The back strip is the same color as the Crocs that he's wearing for that day, I think.
Got me.
I think
I was thinking about this yesterday because I was in Ross walking around.
With Crocs on?
Oh my gosh.
that is like the prototypical place to wear Crocs to.
No, it was a work trip, so I was in work apparel. But all of that being said, I don't own a pair. I only own Nike, Jordan, and Swiftwick socks. I don't own any Adidas socks.
No stance.
No stance.
That's interesting.
I love stance socks.
Yeah. Amen.
I do too. And I don't have any.
Well, how would you know?
Oh,
I love driving a Phantom. Don't have one.
Stupid.
Same thing. Same logic.
Yeah,
It's
who
true.
owns Adidas socks? That's
I bet a lot of middle school kids that play AAU ball. Yes, 100%.
yeah. Whatever.
Wait, what kind of cut of a sock do you wear? Is it a crew? Is it a two? Is it an
It
ankle?
has to be a crew. I feel like if you do it, there's no option but a crew.
Yeah, no
pretty much
ankle socks.
I only have crew socks.
Do you wear
If you're wearing-
Birkenstocks?
So, what is this?
It's the same thing. It's a leather Croc. It's the pre-Croc.
No.
Croc, I think Croc could actually sue Doc Martin for the Birkenstock.
And what's that other one? What's that other one that
Prototype.
you see everyone that goes to Innsworth and BA freaking wearing? And it's that like suede and it's
That's a
tan.
Birkenstock.
No, not a Birkenstock.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's a full. It covers your all your toes.
No, it just has a seam up top around the toe box.
You're talking about some kind
A
of
wallaby.
moccasin or
A
something.
wallaby?
Oh, a
Oh,
wallaby.
dude, I'll walk the crap out of some wallabies.
We call
No.
those.
Wallaby, wallabies are
and-
that's classic. That's like a Timberland.
No,
boot.
Amen.
That,
I'm not with it.
wallabies are. Oh, y'all know the culture.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Correct.
Well,
Wallabies
if
I've
I'm-
seen way.
In
before
college, we called those
Birkenstocks.
teepee creepers.
I was TP creeping right up your butt. I mean, if I'm wearing a shoe that's not a sneaker, it's probably going to be a Wallaby.
If you think
Wallabies
those are
OG.
classic- If you think those are classic, you went to a private middle school and high school in
Nope.
Nashville.
Or you listen to Wu-Tang Clan,
Yep.
right, Landon?
Yeah. That's about the people.
Oh, I never was on the Wallabies.
Oh man, I was a Wally even until I don't know the last 3 years, where I had the same pair, same colorway. I rocked a leather one that was like dark brown, and I would wear them
Yes.
out, and then I would re-up, and I wear
Yes,
them out
sir.
and re-up, and wear them out.
Didn't
and re-up.
Supreme come out with one like
They did.
seasons ago?
They were trash. I mean,
Kith. That was Ronnie's
Yeah.
first, like he
Clark.
sold Clark's.
that's right.
Wow.
Mm.
Are we still
Yeah.
podcasting or are we just hanging out? What's the deal?
I think
Yeah,
we're podcasting still.
Still time.
Oh.
Look at the time. Look at your watch.
Look at your All right, let's
We're almost
see,
done,
let's see. I think we move into
Yeah, let's go.
Top 5. I saw you wrote some down, but I think I'm gonna change them. Hayes.
We'll do it. I was just giving this place to start because I don't know who was showing up or when.
Right.
Are we gonna do top 5 of outdoor cookouts?
That's oddly specific. Why don't you just just get yours?
Like foods?
Like there's a story.
No story. Just like it's summer, it's hot outside. Be grilling out and stuff.
All right, give us your top 5 barbecue foods, summer foods, or whatever you're
Can I
talking
guess? Let me guess. Hamburgers, hot dogs, chicken,
chips,
barbecue.
mac and cheese, or watermelon is number 2.
That is extremely racist, and you need to cut that out. That is bad.
Why was that racist?
Because you know why.
Because I like watermelon and mac and cheese.
Yep.
You're an idiot.
You can cut that out. I'm sorry. Wait a second. Let me rephrase that. You should cut that out. All right, now go, Dan.
So just picture yourself, listener, out in your backyard. You've worked a long, hard week. It's Friday afternoon. It's 4:00. You dialed in, dialed up, clocked in, clocked out. Turn on the propane of that grill. Click, 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 click. And it's flaming. And you're gonna have yourself a barbecue. It's Friday night. You got a Coors in one hand. You got a little cup of water in the other, just in case you get dehydrated. And what you're putting on that grill is some meaty burgers. We're doing three-fourths of a pound each patty. Chonk boys, real thick and juicy. And then coleslaw on the side while you're grilling. You got burgers, you got coleslaw, yeah, Cheetos, but the ones that are all natural, like the ones I'm eating here. And then hot dogs, and then watermelon, and
That's 5.
that's it.
Okay.
Mhm.
Thank God that's over. All right, go to a different one.
All right. Hayes, this one's in honor of you. We can collab on this top 5 if you want. But I'm going with top 5 sneaker themed baby names. Obviously, your youngest is a great one. I assume that being
Jordan?
your top 5.
Jordan,
Oh
Shaq,
man,
Carmelo, Jermaine.
Darwin.
Jermaine Dupree.
Jermaine.
Said Darwin. Hoka.
Oh my god.
This is a stupid question. I think we should go back to mine.
Oh, that was a
On
good
Collab.
one. Jordan would be number 1. What's number 2? I like Darwin. Darwin's a pretty good name.
Okay.
Choco.
Chuck. Teva is for sure up there.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't even know where to
Landon-
start answering this question.
Landon Hayes doesn't even know how to pronounce Teva. He calls it Teva.
It is Teva. Ask somebody that works there. Don't look at me like that. Go ask somebody that works for the company. And there's some psychopaths that work for that company. You just trust me.
Dave, how do you pronounce the name? It starts with an S. It's a running shoe. Kind of the wave with the 3 little holes. How do you pronounce that?
How did Brian from Free Agency pronounce it?
He pronounced it
The same way
Saucony.
Hayes. Did he?
Saucony.
It's
Saucony.
Saucony. Yeah,
But
he
he's-
pronounces Saucony just like I do.
Yeah.
So
But
here
he
is
corrected himself.
Can you
Dude, that man
timestamp-
owns a shoe store and he doesn't know how to pronounce
exactly. So timestamp this. You can timestamp this. He knows what he's talking about.
it. Teva.
Teva is how people, psychopaths that work there, say it.
They're
me
still
go strap
psychopaths.
Let me go strap on my Tevas and my back the blue bracelet.
That's not funny the second time. It was funny the first time.
If
Oh
you're
man.
on a Teva, it sounds
Plus,
like
that's
you got-
Greek or something. So they would probably be back in the back the euro. Or
What?
Hayes, do you want to do one of your top 5s? Or you
no, I
just wanna
don't.
call it?
I think let's call it.
Just all the Tevas.
Can we please wrap?
Oh, I don't have a rap with me.
Wait,
Dan,
what are we
Dan
doing?
always down to rap.
I'm afraid to rap tonight. It could go bad.
And just
really.
play that beat.
Got a mouthful of organic Cheetos. What a simp. Gosh.
Just play the beat. It's been a while. Oh man, so stupid. What am I gonna rap to? Mason.
It's not working.
You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. We appreciate it. Follow all the Instagram and Twitter and the Facebook and the cards one. It's the National Sports Card Convention week. So follow Still Dripping Cards. We have like
Cookies on the bottom shelf.
300 followers that don't get any content from that. Thanks.
What are you doing at this convention? Are you buying stuff? Are you
I'm
selling
not
stuff?
doing anything. I'm just informing the listeners. Landon, don't look at me that way. Mason, would you just freaking play something? I'm over this.
Trying.
God.
When are we
Give
getting
me a
merch?
effing break.
As soon as this dude from Fiverr finishes the mock-up.
I didn't
This
send
one-
you a picture of me. Am I not going to be on the shirt?
Nope, you're gonna be on it. You didn't respond, so I did what I had to do.
Oh.
Here, I'll just rap freestyle without no beat, Landon. I mean, Mason, just forget it.
What,
Oh,
is it coming through? It won't
no,
come
it's
through?
not. But I don't need it. I got a mouthful of organic Cheetos. I'm Speedos. I got a Speedo on. I'm heading to the beach. Check out my dong. It slipped out a little bit of my scrotum, but it ain't fronting. I'm about to hit the sand. I got sand in my cheeks, sand in my cheeks, sand in my beaks. I'm a bird. I fly like a bird. I head out to the sea. I'm free, free as a bird, free as an eagle. I'm a seagull. Oh, like that? Seagull, double entendre, contraband. Biggity, big, back, like a rubber band. I got rubber bands in my back seat, back pocket. I pass it to Landon because he knows how to rock it, lock it down like a spaceship. I'm heading in my spaceship.
We love you guys.
Oh,
Y'all have a
thank
great
you
week.
for listening.
See you,
We'll
Dan.
see you next week.
Appreciate that.